Something that I think is really important to talk about. Oh yeah, hello, I'm Ruby. Welcome to 100% Real with only Ruby today. But something I feel is really important to talk about is this, misconception of taking diet breaks, of reversing, and of maintenance. So, a lot of women have this massive fear around eating food or seeing the scale trend upwards. Especially if you are so used to, seeing the number go down, chasing, weight loss, and you've been doing that for your whole life, and you used to use, and still use, the scale as your only metric of progress. But it becomes really detrimental when you tie that to your worth and emotions and feelings and what you actually decide to do in action that could actually be holding you back. So, there's this, I don't want a diet break, I don't want to go back to where I was, I don't want to reverse my calories up, because why would I want to go back to the way we just started? But the thing is, it doesn't work that way. It's depending on the person, when you actually go to maintenance, yeah, the scale will go up a little, but that's not fat. You don't gain fat at maintenance unless you actually, when people get fat or gain weight at maintenance, it's because they're flimsy and floppy with their maintenance phases. They don't take them seriously. It's both consistency and the level of effort you put into it. Because it's as soon as you start something new, you're giving full-blown effort to it. But then as soon as time passes, time waits, you don't even realize that that same effort isn't the same anymore. It's diluted. And you don't even do it on purpose. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot of the time we start off at 120%, and it's unrealistic to maintain 120%, let alone maintain 100. So that is also something to keep in mind, that maintenance requires a lot of effort as well. It gets easier, everything gets easier, but it doesn't make it easy. It gives you a lot more flexibility, but everything depends on your perception and your mindset that you hold going into any particular phase. Because if you're going to perceive it to be hard, it is going to be freaking difficult. If you're going to perceive yourself to crave foods or a diet to be hard, I actually tried something with a client because I wanted to see if she was mentally ready to do numbers, because I didn't want her tracking her food or knowing her calories. We were on maintenance for a while because she came to me in a horrible state, so we started at maintenance. And then I'm like, are you ready to diet? She said, no, I'm not comfortable yet. And then a little bit later, we're like, okay, we're ready to diet. She's like, yes. So what I did was, I gave her a new template plan, and all of a sudden she's saying, I'm really, I'm hungry. Why am I already feeling so hungry? And I'm like, it's a mental thing, because it is all in your head, literally. You are expecting to be hungry, so you're hungry. And she's like, but I'm never full. And literally nothing really changed about her plan, except a few different food sources, but there was actually a lot more volume. But because she perceived in her head that she was going on a diet, she immediately expected to be hungry. And I told her that, and she's like, oh wow, that is crazy. The mind is a powerful thing. But here's another thing. Diet breaks are necessary there's no such thing as resetting anything. You don't reset your metabolism. Your metabolism is dynamic. It reflects what you do internally and externally. If you're an idiot about the way that you train and diet and cardio, well, you're teaching your metabolism to act like an idiot. There is no metabolic confusion, there's no muscle confusion. You can completely cause metabolic mayhem, but you can easily get yourself out of it as well. Well, I take that back, sorry. It's not easy, it's actually hard work, depending on what you did, for how long, and how extreme. But you need diet breaks. You need so-called reverse periods as part of the cycle, because you can't keep forcing your body in one direction. It is adaptable, and it will adapt to whatever you give it until you reach, like, I'm eating 900 calories a day, training my ass off. Well, on paper, that's exactly what's happening, but do you think you can realistically maintain that? Do you think that you can realistically be consistent with that and adherent to that? Because I promise you now, you can be trying to eat 900 calories a day and saying that you're 900 calories a day. You could even be having 900 calories a day, 5 days of the week. But then the others, you blow it and you binge and you whatever it is that you do on whatever the other days are. Or you literally think that you're eating 900 calories a day because that is what you are doing. But you're not accounting for the extra licks, bites, chews. That is actually fact. Like, I realized when I was in my last dieting phase, a while ago, ages ago, that I was becoming a lot more picky, a lot more nibbly without even realizing, until one day I was like, holy shit, this is so weird. Like, I'm not even doing this intentionally. Like, your body just does shit like that because its natural tendency to stop you from starving and killing yourself. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Like, if you want to have a robust metabolism and if you want it to respond really damn well, you need to treat it as such. You need to stop being in such a rush to get wherever there is, because you will never feel happy. You will never feel like you are there. You literally won't. If anything, you will feel disappointed. You will feel like a failure if you are always striving for a there. Because I heard a podcast lately that reminded me of this and made me think, because they related it to contest prep or someone striving for a wedding. It's like you have this goal to get to this end place, like contest prep, and then once it's over, you feel empty and you don't know what to do with yourself anymore because that wasn't the real goal. And same if all you're doing is putting all your energy and, is it ducks in a bucket? Whatever it is. Putting all your ducks in the one bucket of getting ready for a wedding. What next? You're just going to let yourself go. Like, it might not mean anything to you at first, but then give it a few weeks, a couple of months, and then what? Like, okay, it's okay. It might not be your time right now. You might not be ready for it. Because a lot of people have to learn the hard way before they're truly ready to commit the right way. And that's okay. But if you want to stop spinning your wheels, and if you want to actually start feeling happy and fulfilled and enjoying the process instead of feeling like you just have to overwork yourself all the time, like, it might feel like you're getting results because you're feeling like you're working hard. Because I can easily do that to any one of my girls. Like, I had one of the girls want an extra training session. It's like, why would you want an extra training session? We're only just starting to get consistent now. Oh, because I love being at the gym. Yeah, you can love being at the gym. But if that's your only way to escape your daily life, then there's something we need to address, because you're not going to enjoy the process, regardless of wherever there is. And then you wonder why you're always feeling like crap. This is why it is so important for you to zoom the fuck out, stop consistently dieting, and get super clear on what it is that you want to get out of any pursuit. Because once you are super clear on that, you won't even care about a timeline. You won't even care where there is. Because everything you're doing is because it is who you are and it's what you do. And that is the beauty of everything. That is, like, that's what you call freedom. It might not even look like balance to other people or normal to other people. But there is no such thing as normal, and there's no such thing as balance. It's different for every single person. And as soon as you create that, you don't find it, you create it. And as soon as you create that for yourself, you have so much power. So much power. And you can authentically be yourself, bold, confident, because you don't give a shit what other people are doing. You don't give a shit what other people are saying. You need to own your journey. You need to own your process. You need to chill the fuck out and get real with yourself. Because this is a lifestyle. And it is not as hard and as restrictive as you think it is on the outside. The reason you think it is so hard and so restrictive is because you're going about it the wrong way. Think about that.